Mahele e Hiku, The Destruction of Hawaiian Identity Through Olelo Hawaii. In her master's thesis, Ka hoʻokai ana I ka mana wahine ma o ka ʻōlelo Hawaii, Hawaiian scholar Ku'ule Alves writes about how our language, ʻōlelo Hawaii, came into control of the missionaries through the initial translation of the Bible. With the missionaries in complete control over how our language would be printed and translated onto paper, they had the ability to redefine our language in their Christian worldviews. Ku'ule challenges her readers to really question whether certain words or phrases are truly Hawaiian in thought when she says, "Mahia kākou e kaupalena ai kia loli ano ko kākou kuana ʻike o iwi. Ina ua loli na mea pau ka Hawaii, yahi a mea he Hawaii." She then includes a multitude of examples of Hawaiian words that clearly had been generated out of Christian thought, such as moi kolohe, which means to sleep around mischievously. You see, sex in Hawaii was never seen as something mischievous, nor carried any negative stigmas, until, you guessed it, missionary arrival. Other words that belong to our worldviews, such as po, you remember our sacred ancestral realm, are later defined by missionaries as darkness or depths of hell. Now, if you didn't already know, there is no such thing as hell in a Hawaiian worldview, and we definitely did not view darkness as something to be afraid of. These are but a few examples of how through our own language, missionaries made it a point to erase and redefine our Kanaka Maoli identities. Mahele e Walu, The Influx of Foreigners in Hawaii. Between the years 1848 and 1863, Hawaii had now seen a tremendous increase of visitors from all over the world. The most prominent, however, were white American missionaries, who seemed to multiply immensely as time went by. Their mission remained the same, which was to convert and change the ways of the Hawaiian people so that they too could be considered good, civilized Christians. Conveniently for the missionaries, the population numbers of our people were dwindling down fast due to foreign diseases brought by American sailors. These diseases included measles, whooping cough, influenza, and much more. Using this to their advantage, missionaries ingeniously used their beliefs of everlasting life to sway several of our people to accept Christianity. Steps were taken to further oppress our people's traditional beliefs, where laws were enacted regarding the banning of hula in 1859, as it was said to have encouraged idol worship and kolohe behavior. Missionaries also began to encourage Kanaka to look down upon all those who continued to worship their ancestral deities. Columns dedicated to shaming Hawaiians, particularly kahuna, began to appear repeatedly in the Hawaiian language newspaper, Kanupepa Ku'oko'a. These articles were called Kahuna Ho'opunipuni and asked for readers to publicly call out and place shame on traditional Hawaiian healers throughout the islands. And these are but a few examples of the continued attempt to suppress and oppress our native beliefs and practices. From this period of time and onwards, Hawaiian identity was consistently in danger and had been significantly impacted by Christianity and the waves of foreigners who came upon Hawaii. Unfortunately, this would only lead to the further assimilation of our people into haole ways of living, ultimately resulting in the takeover of the Hawaiian Islands by American imperial powers and missionary descendants in 1893. I often find myself questioning that had our people been more kupa'a in the first place, kind of like all the Pele practitioners I mentioned earlier, in our beliefs and practices pre-missionary arrival, would Hawaii have been taken in the way that it was? I don't know. I don't think so. Pehea ko manao. Mahele Eva, The Ongoing Desecration of Hawaiian Identity. It is most unfortunate that I must conclude this virtual presentation with the notion that the missionaries and all other settlers in Hawaii, Haole, Japanese, Filipino, have unquestionably damaged the well-being of all Kanaka Maoli. The damage includes the demise of the Hawaiian monarchy, a drastic loss of fluent Hawaiian language speakers, continued dispossession of our lands, desecration of our sacred spaces, and most painfully, our people's understanding of Hawaiian identity has been undeniably damaged. Thanks to the works of American missionaries, some of our people now suffer from the inability to recognize the difference between what is Hawaiian in thought and what is Christian. Some believe they are one and the same, and some even try their best at claiming to accept both, even though the Christian belief system clearly demands that you deny things Hawaiian. Don't forget, guys, there's only one akua that matters in the Baibala. Whereas in the Hawaiian perspective, we see everything in our universe, elemental anyways, as an akua, and as our ohana. The Christian faith has rooted itself so deep into the minds of Kanaka that you will find Hawaiian educators ignorantly enforcing the same religious practices upon our keiki that were done to our kupuna back in the 1800s. These devastating results all tie into the same entity that has affected all indigenous peoples worldwide: colonization. These next few slides include terms that all have to do with colonialism. I'm placing them here so that you can take the time to read through them at your own pace. I'm not going to read these definitions aloud, but I hope that you'll stick around for the concluding statement of this virtual essay. Mahele umi, he ninau no kalahui. One of our most fiercest Hawaiian defenders, Haunani K. Trask, equates American colonialism to a form of violence. She says, for Hawaiians, American colonialism has been a violent process. The violence of mass death, the violence of American missionizing, the violence of cultural destruction, and the violence of the American military. With that being said, if we, us Kanaka, can see inflicting Christianity upon our people as a form of continued violence, then shouldn't we do the right thing and put a stop to it? He mana ko ka olalo ea. Our kupuna knew that every time we speak or recite something out loud, that there are power in those words. So why are we still empowering something that's not our own? I would like to close this virtual essay with this thought. When people, usually our own people, state things like, oh well, you know our kupuna wouldn't learn this way. They learned to read it from the Baibala. Well, yeah, polole kela, but you have to think beyond that. Literally, nanai ke kumu. Our kupuna had no choice over what material they were allowed to learn and read from. Again, ask yourselves, who were their instructors? And what were the agendas of these instructors? Mai poino o koi kela. Now, the question I want to leave for you folks who've managed to make it this far is, now that you all have this ʻike, this knowledge, what are you going to do about it? Continue to hahai na poʻe mikionali, na poʻe kolonaio? Or hana I ka Hawaii, hana kupono? Hoi ki ala kupono ko kako kupuna ma mua koho e ano na poʻe mikionali. Na oko I koho. Especially all you kumu out there. This is your guys' chance to educate our kiki the way our kupuna should have been educated in the first place. With our kuana ʻike, with our own materials. But anyways, mahalo no koʻoko hoʻolohe ana mai. And yep, aloha.